We're here to learn how to neutralize the threat within, dispelling the lesser qualities that we are all subject to. And we surrender all of our cares, worries, fears, anxieties down into the ground. That way, the more we rise, and that's raising our level of consciousness, we remain victorious, on top, unscathed, unbroken, stronger than ever. And that is when our war within is neutralized and we are completely balanced. We are at peace within ourselves, and it's when our mind, body, and soul is all working in sync, in unison, focused in one direction. That is when we are most powerful. Yes, your body responds so much more beautifully when it is relaxed. Go ahead and start to close your eyes and begin to forget everything that you've ever been told about yourself. And just relax. Take a few moments to let everything just sink down into the ground, just letting everything go. Start to bring your awareness 100% to your breathing. Inhaling in through your nose, so keep the mouth closed. When you breathe and contain the breath through the nose only, it calms your entire central nervous system and no energy is escaping through your mouth. And then we harness that energy by pulling the pelvic wall up and in. It's called a bandha. It's a two-part abdominal lock, pulling up and in so that no energy is escaping out of us. And that way we're not like live wires. We are completely harnessing our energy, breathing in through the nose, sending it down to the base of our spine, and then pressing it out on the exhale. So continue to breathe very deep here, elongating the breath. Maybe even constrict your throat a little bit, making the passageway a little bit smaller so that you're pulling air in on the inhale and pressing air out on the exhale. Now, even though your core is completely locked out and strong, remember to keep your chest, your heart center, your lungs relaxed. So you're learning how to contract certain body parts, keep the core nice and strong, locked out, and relax the heart center, relax the chest. Breath easily flows in and out. Now bring your chin down to your chest and lift up through the crown of your head, elongating the back of your neck. Now, whenever you gently press on these glands in the neck, by bringing your chin down towards your chest, activating your spine and deep breathing, this is that instant trigger for relaxation. So whenever you need to get calm really quick, you don't have a lot of time, bring your chin down to your chest, gently pressing on these glands in your neck, and breathe slow to calm yourself down, to take you out of this thinking and elevate your mind into that heightened state of consciousness so you can connect to who you truly are. Good. Let's take a few more deep breaths. As meditation is not something you can quickly force your way into. Meditation is something that automatically happens on its own from you being so relaxed. You just accidentally stumble upon it, and it feels a lot like falling in love when you least expect it. So you cannot force your way, pay your way. It's just something that happens when you are relaxed at attention. And when you get really good at it, you can create your entire day as a walking, talking, moving meditation where you can stay at that elevated state of mind all day long. Remember, keep your abdominals locked and engaged. You can make your entire day an abdominal workout, pulling the pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. harnessing your energy. Remember, do you want to be a live wire popping off all over the place? No, you want your energy harnessed, yes? So pull it up and in, relax the chest, chin down, glands on the neck, slightly pressing down on them, and throat is a little bit tightened so that you pull air in slowly and press air out. This is how you harness your energy, using the element of air to create that fire, to burn and purify ourselves and keep us elevated in the state of heightened consciousness, that deeper awareness. And let's take 3 collective breaths all together now. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. And inhale, circle sweep, arms come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, harnessing, centering, and focusing that energy within. 2 more times. Inhale, reach past the fingertips, gathering up as much energy as you can. And exhale, center it, use it, harness it. 1 more time. Inhale, active arms. You're not just flailing them all over the place. And exhale, centering that energy right into your solar plexus, your center. And now leaving the left arm there. Inhale, right arm up and over. Nice side stretch. So think about anchoring the right hip down as you reach up and past the fingertips here. This is where we literally get past ourselves, reaching past the fingertips to activate and stretch every muscle all the way from the hip through the fingertips. And release back to center. Reset your spine, ground both sit bones down. Inhale, other side, comes all the way up and over. Really get into the fascia, your rib cage, your sides, lifting up and over, releasing any tension, deep pockets, letting go of any holding patterns, resetting your mind and your body using your breath, breathing it away, back to center. Inhale, arms come all the way up, interlace fingertips, and just press the palms away. This feels okay on your neck, and bring the chin up towards the sky. Shoulders are down, palms press away, opening up your throat chakra. So really stretch the muscles right here on your neck. And come back to center. Now slowly start to bring your hands in front of you, just reaching forward. Now keep your arms locked and active, so shoulder blades are far away from each other, going down your back, pulling the shoulder back as you reach the palms away, gripping with your fingertips and elongating the back of your neck. Now think about hinging at your hips as opposed to rounding in your lower back. Keeping the abdominals pulled in and engaged. Just let the back of your neck and the tops of your shoulders stretch, breathing into your thoracic spine, the upper middle back there, letting go of any tension that may or may not be there. And coming back to center. Now let's come on to the hands and the knees. Let's just warm up the spine now. So knees are about hip width distance apart, and you want to starfish your hands. So try to think piano hands, all octaves of the scale. So thumbs and pinky far away from each other, and then suction your hands down into the mat as if you're pressing down away. Inhale, arching your back, tailbone high. Heart center is forward and lifted. Exhale, coming into the complete opposite direction of your spine, rounding your back, pulling the navel in, chin towards chest. Just 2 more times here, diagnosing how your back feels today. And letting your breath lead you from point A to point B, opposite ends of the spectrum with your spine. Now come into neutral, tabletop position, child's pose. So knees can be wide, hips to heels, arms long, head down, or if this is uncomfortable, knees together. Slide the back of the palms down on the mat, arms to the sides, relax your shoulder blades down your back, and breathe in vitro, child's pose. And child's pose is always here for you. Feel free to take this pose whenever you need it. There is a power in surrender when you tap into that strength, that power. When you give it up, your cares, your worries, your fears, when you hold on to it, that keeps you in your reptilian brain. So when you let it go, you no longer have that weight on you, allowing you to elevate into your higher state of consciousness. You have to let go of worry. You have to let go of fear, doubts. Fear is tied to lies. That's why they call yoga the unlearning process. Once you let all that go, then you can rise to the occasion. Because I know that you don't want to stay in those lower levels. I know that you are not happy there. Because happiness doesn't reside there. Peace does not reside there. That's not where you're going to find it. So learn to use your breath, harness your energy, and let go. The power of surrender. Surrender your cares, surrender your worries, your doubts, your fears, and anxieties. Just let it all go now. Anchor your mind into the sounds of nature, the ocean's ebb and flow, and breathe. Slow. Now separate your feet wider than shoulder width distance apart. And anchor your legs, pressing the tops of your feet down to the mat so much that you lift your kneecaps up off the ground. Now lifting up your chest, we're just going to elbow tap. Right elbow down, working across the back to the left. So just working back and forth. Tapping from one side to the other. Anchoring the legs down. Working across your lifeline, across your spine. And release. Relax all the way back down. I'm talking every muscle in your body relaxes here. You're going from all that is to all that isn't. Seamlessly and transitionally with your breath. Back into that relaxed state. All that is to all that isn't. Taking that cleansing breath. Re-energizing your body. Coming into your Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows in towards your sides. Really extend the fingertips out and lift your chest. Think about lifting from the base of your spine up through the crown of your head. Elongating the back of your neck. And release. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up. Arms long. Stretching the legs out. And just allow your abdominals to relax. Letting go. Taking that deep breath here. Good. And now setting the ball to the side. And bring the knees in. And then extend the legs straight up to the sky. Think about hinging at your waist and flattening your lower back. And then just pointing the toes straight up. Allowing the blood to flow down. Just as if your legs were going up the wall. Well, this is a very, very good pose to practice legs up the wall, especially if you need better circulation within the legs. Because right now, when your legs are like this and your toes are up, the blood is flowing down your legs. That way, when you're upright again, new blood will rush and flow through them, increasing and improving circulation. So you can do this as often as you need to, especially if you have poor circulation in the legs, okay? Good. Now we're going to come into a straight leg twist. So just lower left leg down and bring the left hand to the outer edge of your leg, wherever you can hold on to. Right arm comes out to the side and just guide your leg over across your body, just as far as it'll go. Send the right hip down away from your shoulder to get as much length and space between the two. That way you get a deeper stretch in your lower back. Then start to turn to look towards the opposite way of your toes. Stretching every vertebrae, crowning your head down to the sacrum. And scissor the inside of the thighs together. Keep rolling the right hip down. Lengthening in your lower back. And press out through both feet. So your right foot is pressing this way, your left foot is pressing that way. You're reaching in opposite directions, preferably both shoulders down on the ground, and looking in the opposite direction of where your toes are pointing. Slowly bring it in, bending the right knee all the way into your chest now, interlacing the fingertips, opening the knee to the side and hugging the knee in towards the right shoulder. Extend the leg back up towards the sky and just stretch it, knee towards your nose, lifting your shoulders up. One last tug. And switch. Right leg comes down, left leg comes up. Right hand to the outside left leg. Other arm extends out as you gently use your abdominals to guide the leg across your body to the other side. And then lengthen, left hip down, far away from your shoulder, as far away as you can get to get that space. Remember, scissor the thighs, squeeze the inner thighs together, and press this foot down this way, that foot the opposite way. Keeping the hip down. Arms reach opposite directions. And notice when you look in this opposite direction, you're gently pressing on these glands in your neck. And remember, there's that instant trigger for relaxation right there. Keeping this pose as active as you can while relaxing at the same time. So you're harnessing and learning how to use both. So there's your yin yang. Learning how to seamlessly transition your day, your night, getting both to work together. Balancing your action with your relaxation, allowing both to happen at the same time. And slowly bend the left knee, bring it in. Interlace your fingers. And just open up your knee towards the side and hug in towards the shoulder. Extending the leg nice and long now. And just lifting the shoulders, nose up towards the knee. And then send it nice and long. Final Shavasana now. So just bring the feet far apart from each other. Arms to the sides. And find that place where you can be and breathe for a moment. Where you let your body fall asleep, but your mind stays open. and search out any pockets of tension. And send your breath there to release it. Allow your breathing to return to normal and allow your breath to be whatever it is that it wants to be. This is where you let your muscles relax. And this is where you let go of all control. And when you do, you just let your muscles fall where they may. And explore your inner being just by observing, becoming disattached to your thoughts. So when your body becomes still, those thoughts, they come into your mind, and try to rob you of these final moments by getting you to engage with agendas and to-do lists. So just disengage from them. Bring your awareness back into what's happening right now. And just listening to the sounds, observing your body as if you were listening to your favorite song or watching a movie play itself out. You're just observing without judging, titling, or labeling, or trying to figure anything out or make anything happen. Just relax now and rest. Feel your limbs get heavier and heavier. When you let your muscles go, you let that part of your brain, the part that controls your muscles, you let that part deactivate and go to sleep. That way more of your energy can be focused into moving into that higher state of consciousness. So for that first few moments and the last few moments, you can experience and feel what it's like to be free of the human conditions. We are subject to it all day long, so for just a few moments, you can experience what it's like to be free of that by letting your muscles fall asleep, letting that part of your brain fall asleep. Allowing the muscles to be completely still to activate that part of your brain. Now slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll over onto your side, coming into the fetal position. And just for the last few moments, just for the last few minutes of your practice, so taking just a few more deep breaths, just a few more moments to yourself before rejoining the outer world once again. Remembering this calm, quiet place. And know that it's here for you whenever you need it, whenever you need to access it. We practice yoga to train ourselves to when the storms of life come, we are triggered to immediately relax instead of tensing up. That way we can bend with the winds instead of be broken by them. And now slowly press yourself up. Come into that comfortable seated position, facing front once more. Inhale, circle, sweep, arms come all the way up, and exhale. Thumbs to your third eye. Now you're setting your intention here at the end of practice when you're refreshed, renewed, and cleansed. In that calm, enlightened state of mind. Thinking about what drives you, and what is the source of that motivation that drives you. What do you want to bring most to the world today? And what do you want the world to bring most to you today? Balancing your giving and your receiving. Or maybe dedicating your practice to someone or something special in your life, whatever that may be. Let's breathe life into it now 3 times. Inhale, prayer, press palms, come all the way out. Exhaling it around, coming right back to your heart center 2 more times. Inhaling, intention goes up, out, and around into the universe, coming right back to you. Last time. Inhale up, and coming right back to where we all began. Thumbs back to the third eye. Thank you so much. Mahalo for joining me and allowing me to lead you through this practice. Truly honored and delighted that we can do this together. We rise by lifting up others. Yes? I will see you next time. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste.